What's up, gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. A little bit different backdrop today. You can see the beach in the background somewhere. A little bit of blue water over there. It's a little bit hazy today, so enjoy the new background. But that is not what this video is about. This video is how to create the perfect dating funnel. Now, what is a funnel, you may ask? And a funnel essentially is a process that gets someone to know, like, and trust you so that you can get the desired result. And this is going to happen, and the reason you're going to want to do this is because, first of all, you're going to appear more high value. Second of all, you're going to get more dates. Third of all, these women are going to be more invested, which means they are less likely to ghost you or to not show up on the date. So with all those things said, you are going to want to do this in a very specific manner for all the reasons I just previously mentioned. So first and foremost, this starts with leads, also known as potential opportunities. So in order for this to work, you need to get women into your dating funnel. And so you're going to do that through social circle, you're going to do it through cold approach, you're going to do it through day game, you're going to do it through nightlife, social events, interests, hobbies. Doesn't matter. You're going to meet women in all different manners throughout this life, and I'm not going to get too deep into it in this video at least. And what you're going to do is you're either going to get their WhatsApp or their Instagram. If you get their WhatsApp, you're eventually going to want to give them your Instagram or get her Instagram and, you know, do that whole follow back routine thing. But there is a very specific reason you want to do this. Alternatively, as I just mentioned, you could start off with going with the Instagram. And this is where it becomes a dating machine. You're going to want to utilize the pinned posts in your profile. And so these are the 3 top posts that you can pin. And what you want to do is you want to use these in a very specific manner so that these women can go through a process that creates that know, like, and trust factor that I previously mentioned. And so you might want to post your lifestyle, your hobbies and interests, if you have a really great physique. And essentially you want to show off the fact that you're a person and you have a personality. Now, what you don't want to do is be controversial, because I know guys who match with girls on dating apps, or they're in a social setting, or they're on God forbid a first date, and they're talking about politics, they're talking about religion, they're making fun of these things, and maybe the girl is a Bernie Sanders supporter and they're like, feel the burn, ha ha ha, and making all these jokes, which I'm not going to get into the politics of all this, but there are some topics you should just avoid. And spoiler alert, guess what? If someone has different political or religious views than you, that doesn't necessarily mean you shouldn't date them or have a good time with them. And that's a whole video in and of itself, but I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole for this video. So the main point you need to know, don't be controversial in these posts. So with all that said, you want these 3 posts to mainly focus on your lifestyle, your hobbies, your interests, and fitness, if that is applicable to you. I would suggest using Reels if you're comfortable on camera. If you're not comfortable on camera, well, I suggest you get comfortable on camera. But you can certainly do this with just normal photo posts. And obviously you are going to want to have someone help you take good pictures for your Instagram. And you could use some of these to show your sense of humor, for example. But here's one thing. Know your strengths and know your weaknesses. If you're not funny, or if your humor is just gross and disgusting, similar to mine, then guess what? You probably don't want to put your humor as one of your pinned posts, because once again, you're just going to repel women, and women are just looking for a reason to say no to you. So don't do anything controversial, don't have any controversial humor in any of this stuff. And so I know I said use the top 3 pinned posts. Well, yes, you want the top 3 pinned posts, but 6, 9, or 12 is even better than the top 3 pin posts, because the longer the process is, the more content she can go through to feel like she already knows you before even meeting with you and feels like you're high value, the more she's going to want to go out with you. And so what you're going to do is you are going to get the date in the DMs. And so how I personally do this is I use voice chat and I use video messages. And the reason I use voice chat and video messages is so that she can't see what I'm saying in the message in like her little notifications. Because if you have your notifications on, I don't have my notifications on, but it'll say, and you type a message, it'll say, so-and-so sent you this message and it says this. And you don't want that, because you don't want her to be able to see what you're saying without opening your message. And then you are going to go for the date in the DMs. Especially if you see this person liking all your posts or commenting on all your posts or liking your stories or commenting on your stories. That is a certain indicator of interest. Because I assure you, women are not just going around and hearting every guy's Instagram story. Alright? And so if you want to know what to say in order to get to the date, then you can watch the other video that I made about how I went on over 100 first dates in a year. And that's going to wrap up this video. If you have any questions or comments, leave those down below, because it will help with the algorithm. So will you liking and subscribing. I would truly appreciate that. And I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, peace, much love.